Hey, hello everyone. Normally, we feel like hire purchase and installment payment both are similar terms. They both are same, but this is not the case. They both have their own terms. They both work on a different terms. So we will here look at them and try to understand that what exactly is hire purchase and how it is different from the installment payment. Okay. So firstly, we have to understand that hire purchase actually works is regulated. It is regulated. It is regulated by Hire Purchase Act. Hire Purchase Act 1972. Okay, it's an act in which the whole agreement works on. And on the other hand, installment payment, it doesn't has any act. There is no act in this. Okay, to control the transactions and everything. There is nothing as such. Okay, this is the basic difference. What we understood is hire purchase is controlled or is regulated under the hire purchase agreement or act, whereas installment payment has no such act. It does not control under any act. It has no control. Okay, and second we have to understand that in hire purchase, possession is transferred. Okay, possession of goods or article is given to the buyer to use. Okay, is given to the buyer for the purpose of use, but the ownership is not being transferred. Ownership is not transferred in hire purchase. Okay, whereas in installment payment, what we do, we both transfer. We transfer possession and we transfer the ownership as well. Okay, both are transferred to the buyer. Okay, both are transferred to the buyer by a certain agreement. Both our points are simple, and here comes the third point, which is known as here in hire purchase. In hire purchase, installment is treated as hire charge. The installment we pay, the principal and the interest amount we pay is known as hire charge, whereas in installment payment it is treated as the repayment. It is treated as the repayment. Okay, with this we will come to the next point, fourth point. Here it means that hire purchase agreement has a specific point that it can be cancelled. Okay, it can be cancelled even after the one payment or two payments. You had paid first installment, okay, it works for you fine. You have paid second installment, it works for you fine. But you feel that it's not working for you anymore, you can definitely has cancel the agreement. You can definitely cancel this agreement. No one here is going to stop you. Okay, whereas in installment payment, okay, in installment payment, the purchaser, or you can say the buyer, has no right to cancel. Okay, once you have bought the asset, once you are in installment payments, you can't go back to seller and say that I don't want to pay anymore, take your asset. No, here in hire purchase agreement you can go, like you can ask them that I am not able to pay more, I don't want to continue this agreement. You can definitely cancel this agreement. Okay, and fifth point. What is fifth point? Here, the seller, if he feels that the buyer is not paying him the installment, he can repossess, or you can say he can lean back the asset. Okay, if installment is not paid, if buyer is not being able to pay the installment, the seller can repossess the asset. Fine. Whereas in installment payment, it doesn't work like that. Seller cannot repossess. Seller cannot repossess. Why so? Because we learned earlier that ownership is already being transferred. Okay, ownership is already being transferred. So how can he ask to buyer like give my asset back? He has no more right over that, right? The seller has no more right over the asset to ask back. Okay, and with that, 6 point says you can say that the hire purchaser, Okay, or you can say the buyer cannot sell the goods further. Why so? Because he is under the installment, right? He is not yet the owner till he pays his last installment. So he cannot sell. He is not owner, so he cannot sell the asset, right? The one who has the title of the goods can only sell. Here he cannot sell that. Okay. Whereas here the ownership is already been given to the purchaser. So the purchaser or the buyer can definitely resell and use as per his own wish. Okay. And here, here the buyer is still not the owner, right? The buyer is still not the owner. So what happens is, if buyer is not the owner, he is not responsible for the risk of loss. Okay, if the asset has some damage or the asset has some problem, the buyer is not at the risk. Okay, he is safe because he is paying installment. He is not yet the owner of the asset. Whereas in installment payment, buyer becomes the owner. If buyer becomes the owner, he has to bear all the risk. The risk are all of buyers. Okay. Last but not the least, you can say here the parties who are involved in hire purchase, we call them hirer and hire vendor. Whereas in purchase installment you call them as buyer and seller. Okay. And here the relationship of the hire and the vendor is that which is of the bailor and bailee. Okay. Whereas in installment payment, the relationship between the buyer and the seller is that of the debtor and creditor. Okay. With this, we came to know the difference between the hire purchase and the installment payment. Okay. So we will continue in this with next lecture. Until then, bye bye.